So this is the 1958 Wolseley 690. This is just going to be a startup from cold. I actually haven't started the car in about a month. But I wanted you to give you an idea about how easily it does start. So right now I do have it on high idle, just with the choke one running inside the garage. But again, I wanted you to see a video of it from dead cold after literally not having been started in about a month. So I'm going to take it down off of high idle here. And I'm going to go ahead and back it out of the garage. So this is a video of the engine running. Not quite up to temperature yet. So being that it is a little bit of a cold-natured pre-emissions engine, higher compression, it does need a little bit of extra time to warm up. But as you can see, it's nice and smooth. It does have NGA air cleaners on it. I do have the original plenum that went up on top of the engine. However, the gentleman had it sandblasted and powder coated, and the powder coating started flaking off and getting sucked into the carburetor. So that would have to be dipped or chemically stripped somehow if you were to ever want to reuse it. But yeah. So this is what we're looking at engine vitals wise. You got about 50 pounds of oil pressure. Engine's temperature is coming up into the normal range. So it's warming up pretty good, and I just pushed the choke all the way off on it because it's pretty well gotten up to where it's going to want to run at normal operating temperature and run pretty smoothly. As you can see, when I did that, the idle did drop down, but the engine's still running pretty nice and smooth. So this is just an overall video of what the car looks like inside. The door panels are original and the carpet's original. The wood is in fantastically beautiful shape. The front seats are vinyl. They are not leather anymore, but they were really done really nicely when they were redone. The back seat, door panels are original still with the wood. Back seat center was redone in vinyl. It does still have some leather in it, and I did install seat belts on the back seat so we could carry our baby in the baby seat with it. But as you can see, it is running. No real smoke at all emitting from the exhaust. The white walls, while have yellowed a tiny bit, are brand new tires with less than 500 miles on them. Another thing that was done is there is an electric cooling fan that was added to it that's thermostatically controlled. That does help to keep the cooling down and everything on it. This is what the engine bay looks like. Over here would be a piece, big open spot would be a piece of the original oil bath air cleaner that would bolt there, but I did remove it. So that does give you that space right there of what it looks like. So there's an overall front shot of the vehicle, kind of coming back around again to the driver's side. Again, as you can see, the oil pressure is dropping just a tiny bit as it warms up, but it is running at normal operating temperature now. Fuel gauge, all the gauges do work on it, including the speedometer. So next we'll just take it out for a little test drive. So we're taking a little test drive in the Wolseley 690 up the street, just so you can get an idea of how it runs. See that it does move, does shift. Transmission does take a little bit of getting used to because it's an older Borg Warner model. It doesn't have the really crisp shift points. It does have some kind of very nice smooth shift points, but they are at kind of odd times once in a while. It is a heavy vehicle, so it does take a little bit of time to get up to speed, but once you get up and going, it really runs well. And there she just shifted. About 60 miles an hour or so. Very comfortable riding automobile. Having a steering gearbox and not rack and pinion steering, it does take a little getting used to for driving, but it's such a pleasure to drive. As you can see, we're still doing just about 60 miles an hour. So as you can see, driving, charging well, up to operating temperature, oil pressure still running great. So just a really good, fun, really good running automobile.